Monday Night Raw was live in the UK, Birmingham, and we are 1 week away, actually this Sunday, from Clash in Paris. Let's talk about it right here in Alyx's World. Hello all and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is your WWE Monday Night Raw recap, review, reaction. Are you ready? Let's talk about it. It was alright. I thought the crowd carried the show for the most part. Roman's segment, of course, Bayley's segment. Very excited to talk about that. Were the best parts of the entire show. Everything else, I'm interested to see what's going on with Io Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane, wherever the hell that is. That's somewhat intriguing. Apparently, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky are cool now. Almost a little too cool. Too cool to be friends, if you know what I mean. And I'm cool with that. I'm just trying to understand what's going on here, because Rhea used to hate Io Sky's ass. Couldn't stand the fact that she couldn't beat her. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she wants to be her best buddy. It's like, alright, if that's the direction you want to go in, go for it. But I was really intrigued by this idea that Rhea Ripley can beat literally anybody except Io Sky. Alright, let's see what they got going on with that. But honestly, everything else about Raw, just being point blank honest with you, it's just stale. Everything from the LWO to the Judgment Day, everybody in the main event scene, the tag team division, everything just feels stale. And I'm begging for Triple H to do some kind of a revamp across the board. Change some people heel, change some people babyface, get different storylines going, create different groups. Just toss the entire board off the table and just do a new game. Because right now, there's a staleness to the WWE product. And we all feel it, we all see it, we all sense it. There's no freshness to the main roster right now. And one of the things I was looking forward to when it came to Clash in Paris was the idea of Stephanie Vaquer competing for the Women's World title. Because that's fresh, that's new. And now that match is not happening. They canceled the match. I don't know why. I'm assuming they're going to push it off until WrestlePalooza. I don't even know if it's happening at WrestlePalooza. But that's my assumption. They're pushing it for WrestlePalooza, the first PLE on ESPN. They'll crown a new Women's World title. Women's World champ on that show. I'm assuming it's going to be some version of Stephanie Vaquer versus Rhea Ripley, maybe even Stephanie Vaquer versus Io Sky, or maybe it's a multiple person match, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer. I don't know what they're going to do, but I am upset that I'm not going to get that match this Sunday. And the women's match that we're going to get in its place is Brie Bella versus Becky Lynch. Who the fuck asked for this match? Who asked for this match? Was it you, Bunkers LLC? Was it you, Sophie Dopey? Was it you, JJ Bulldog? Was it you, Ultra Shadow 97? Who was it? Was it you, Nathaniel? Who asked for this match? I don't know a single person. Did I say Brie Bella or Nikki Bella? One of the Bellas. Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, don't freaking matter. Nikki Bella is getting a match against Becky Lynch. No one asked for this. Regardless, I just had to ask, and I'm really, really serious when I ask this question. Is anyone else a little concerned about WWE's ability to book long-term storylines now? Because Triple H was known for his long-term storytelling, being able to keep the stories going, keeping people's interest in a long-term feud, whether it's a long-term angle, whatever it is, and then giving us a much noteworthy payoff, like with WrestleMania 40, right? I don't know what's going on or what's happening behind the scenes, But I'm not confident in WWE's ability to tell long-term stories anymore. I feel like anything I get invested in could end literally in a couple of months, and it wasn't worth a damn. And I don't like that. That's something I got on AEW for, right? AEW could not tell a long-term story to save their life, or at least a good one. Of course, you have your exceptions. Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland. Can't hit on that. But for the most part, AEW sucks at long term. WWE, it just feels like we tell, we kick off a story, right? We have a certain event happen to kick off the story, and then we have filler episodes. And then we get no development from that story until like 2 months later, when they have to remind us, oh, remember this scene that happened back then? Oh yeah, we're bringing that back now. You're like, why are you taking so long to tell this story? Or even worse, they'll just drop it altogether, like with the John Cena heel turn. Just dropped it. No explanation whatsoever. He was a heel and then now he's back to being a babyface. Just like that, because there's no excitement to these shows anymore. Is the wrestling good? Absolutely. I thought for the most part, tonight had a lot of good matches, a lot of good in-ring performances across the board. But the stories and the angles and the characters, outside of the typical ones, the CM Punks, the Seth Rollinses, the Roman Reigns, Bayley, and her new gimmick, I'm praying to God that works. Listen, this has the ability to feed families. This multiple personality gimmick, depending on how it's executed, could be the best thing the WWE has done in a long time. Easily the best part of the women's division, now that Naomi is gone. At least for 9 months, until she comes back, beating everyone's ass while breastfeeding her baby. But that's 9 months from now. Bayley, I'm a bit worried about, because even though it might be working when it first starts off, I don't know where we're going to be with her 6 months, a year from now. And that worries me. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. And Drew Usher said it. There's no hiding behind the fact that Vince McMahon was ripping up the scripts because he's not here no more. So I'm looking at Triple H. I'm thinking Triple H might have fallen off. Something happened to Triple H where he used to be someone that was invested in long-term storytelling, building new stars, creating new talent. And now it just kind of feels like he's resting on his laurels. I've made my money. I'm rich. I had nothing to prove. So we'll definitely see what's going on. We're going to break down the show, but before we get to the show, we have to have a conversation about what happened with Raja Jackson, that is the son of Rampage Jackson, and an incident where he attacked a wrestler on an indie show. And when I say attacked, I'm not talking about staged attack. I mean legitimately assaulted and almost killed, attempted murder, another wrestler. We're going to talk about that. I know all you have heard about it. If you haven't, don't worry. I'm going to give you the full breakdown. But what just happened between Raja Jackson and another wrestler? The fact that that man is not in jail right now terrifies me. Now, most of you will probably assume it's a work. I've seen the videos. It's not a work. It's not a work. He legit beat him up and almost killed him. So we're going to go ahead and move things along here. I don't want to keep you here too long. We have a long week of live streams. And so I need to rest up. Because Wednesday is AEW, and then of course Friday is SmackDown, and then this Sunday is Clash in Paris. So let's get things moving along. We're going to do the usual stuff. Say hello to the people. Do the SeatGeek sponsorship. And then we'll get to Rampage Jackson's son. And of course Raw, which will probably be the simplest, quickest review, I suppose, that you'll get from me. So if if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord, follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on you. Can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alyx t-shirt. Hot out the press. Also get you an old school X-Men t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx as well t-shirt, and many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned, join the cause, expand the brand today, right here in Alyx's world. Big shout out to SeatGeek Nation for sponsoring this live broadcast. If you're somebody that's looking for a little bit of a leg up when it comes to getting certain tickets for WWE or AEW or maybe even football tickets, because guess what? Football season's starting up. Wherever event, concerts. Maybe even a Taylor Swift concert here or there. Are you guys into Taylor Swift? I didn't think so. Anyways, I can help you out. If you order your tickets today through SeatGeek, you can use my promo code JustAlyx for $20 off. I said $20 off any of your ticket purchases. So if you're interested in that, then how's about we get a quick word from our sponsor before we get to some shout outs. Today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek. If you're a wrestling fan looking for access to great seats for any wrestling event near you, then you want to use this app. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek stands as the unrivaled #1 ticketing app in the market today. SeatGeek constantly delivers incredible deals on ticket prices. When you're exploring the app, keep an eye out for the special green dots that mark the best deals. What's even better is that every ticket you purchase is backed by SeatGeek's buyer guarantee, with the option to return your tickets and even swap them before the events. So here's an exclusive for you. If you click the link down below and use the promo code JustAlyx, you can get $20 off your first purchase. Yes, $20 off any ticket that you purchase using the promo code JustAlyx. This is a sweet deal that you could use literally right now. So don't wait. Click the link, download the app, and join the SeatGeek family today. Thank you all so much for joining me for this live stream. Live stream or live stream? I don't know what a live stream is, but I'll do live streams. Y'all let me know if you want to hear me do a live stream. No, I'm not going to actually do it. There's your live stream. Anyways, so your love to the Mod Squad, Ultra, Shine Nice and Fire Heart, Elias Ademi, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Khalil does everything. Highway Dylan Danger, Dylan Danger, Teflon Don, the Mod Father, Zeno, Enigma, and of course, Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Who's here in the live chat? Shout out to the YouTube members. We got the Savior, Drew Usher. Yo, Drew, I'm curious. Will you be coming for the world title on Sunday? I know one person who is coming for it. Big shout out to Ronwell Negales. He says it right here. Hey, Alex, good news. I was able to switch shifts with my coworker. That means I can work on Saturday and he can work on Sunday. That means I can be there on Sunday for Clash in Paris. Now, I was told by Mr. Ronwell Negales that he will be competing for the world title. And I'm not going to say what he plans on doing. I'ma just say this. If you come for the king, you best not miss. And Ronwell is looking to get the crown. I'm looking forward to it. I think Sunday's going to be very interesting. And yes, just so we're clear, Three Diglets has retired, so he will not be there Sunday. This isn't a work. He isn't going to pop in out of nowhere and say, psych! I don't think so. But we also have the international champ to talk about. So let's just talk about this for a minute, because I've already established it, but it needs to be reestablished. Can Corpse compete for the world title? Yes. However, here's the kicker. If Corpse competes for the world title on Sunday and wins, he will vacate the international championship, and then the person who comes in second place will be the international champ. So essentially, we're crowning a new champ on Sunday regardless. But that's if Corpse decides he wants to compete. So far, Corpse has decided he wants to stay on Friday and defend the international title. So, it just depends on what happens. That's all I'm going to say. I'm looking forward to seeing what we do on Sunday. But don't worry, it's not going to be one of those situations where Corpse can come in and monopolize the titles. I'm not going to allow it. I love Corpse, but my man, you can't monopolize these championships. All right, who else we got? We got Game Shock. Game Shock. For some reason, I sung that like Roll Bounce. Roll Bounce. Why skate? Good to have you here, Game Shock. I see Bunkers LFC. I got JJ. Who let the dogs out? Who? JJ Bulldog. We got Dro a Davidian. We also got Sean Yoder. We got Kingville 24. We got the lovely Sophie Dopey. The lovely Sophie Dopey. From the land of A&B Combos. Wrestling Edition. Who are, I think, at work right now. Let's see here. I'm just thinking. Nathaniel Cranshaw. Okay, well, Mr. Nathaniel. Jordan Williams. Good to have you here. People are saying that this story is a work because it's part of the ID program with WWE. I don't know about that one. Hey.
Becky is only full-time W-man wrestler who can cut a PRMO work rate, don't draw, and will never draw until IWC demand better PRMO from the woman. They will never main event a Mania again.
Well, Gregory Fuller, tell us how you really feel about Becky. And I think you were talking about the women's division in general. I don't think that's true. I think Rhea Ripley and Io Sky proved they could main event a show, because so far, the women's pay-per-view is the best show of the year outside of Elimination Chamber. And even on that show, they had a classic match. So I disagree with that statement, quite frankly. I appreciate the donation. But yeah, I think Io Sky and Rhea Ripley proved at Evolution they can main event a show and be better than the men. Now, do I think they need to work on their promo skills? Yeah. I thought the promo tonight between Becky and Nikki was cringy as hell. At least on Nikki's side. Nikki thought she cooked, she didn't.
Evolution is DEIPLE.
Is a DEIPLE? Well, sir, regardless of what you call it or not, it's one of their best shows all year. Period. End of story. It's one of the best shows all year. So, all right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're going to go ahead and move things along. I do want to go ahead and kick things off with this Raja Jackson, that's Rampage Jackson's son, and this incident he had with a wrestler. I might be able to show some pictures here. Let me see. I think I might be able to. 1 second, y'all. Let me get. Let me see for a minute. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think I should be able to pull it up here. Yeah, I can pull it up while I'm getting this ready.
Rhea will never main event over Roman.
I mean, who can main event over Roman? I'm just saying. But that's different though. Like Rhea has proven that she can main event a show, and you can say how you feel about her all you want. That's just your opinion. The facts say she can and has. All right, let's get to it. So there was a wrestling event. I forgot what the name of the company was, but it happened, I think, this past week. And Raja Jackson attacked a wrestler after the show. Now, to set this up,
Becky did in her prime.
all right, buddy. You seem to have strong opinions about the women tonight. I appreciate that. And yes, Becky definitely did in her prime, but she can still do it now. Thank you for your donations, by the way. Hey, keep expressing your opinion and donating it. I'll let you keep going. I don't care. So, back to this. They were having an incident backstage. So this is going to be a lot more easier to show than to tell. So what kicked off this incident, and I have it pulled up here, is, I won't say a backstage altercation, but here's Raja Jackson and then the wrestler in kind. So as you can see, maybe I don't want to. You can see the wrestler binked him over the head with a what is that, a beer can? And Raja's like, what the hell was that, bro? Right? And then you see these wrestlers right here on the side telling him, hey, bro, he's not a wrestler. He's not a wrestler. And look, Raja was ready to fight him right there. And they had to separate him. And they told the wrestler, hey, bro, he's not a wrestler. And so this is him apologizing now. They're apologizing. Hey, we're sorry. You know, he shouldn't have done that. That was wrong. Right? And so what happened here is that they decided, we're going to make this a part of the show. Right? We're going to make this a part of the show because it's good for, I don't know, tickets? So, first off, before we get to the video at hand that everyone's going crazy over, I'm going to just say this right now. If Raja had beat his ass right then and there, I'd be on Raja's side. I'm sorry. Like, if Raja had decided, you know what? He wants to smoke, he can have it right now. You have my 100% support behind that. Because that wrestler had no business just out of nowhere without consent breaking a beer can over a man's head like that. Right? That was weird. That was weird. Like, why would you do that? So, of course, Raja, rightfully so, wanted to whip his ass. So, all right. Now, we get to what happened in the video. So, like I said, they decided, we're going to make this a part of the show. And they told Raja, hey, you can get your lick back. You know what I mean? You can get your receipt when you do the angle. And so, Raja said, all right, when I get my receipt, it's going to be for real. I'm actually going to punch him. And I don't think the wrestlers understood that this guy was serious or how serious he was. And so we get to this where he's inside the ring. I think I can pull this up here. Yeah, and then I'm going to turn down the volume. So here's Raja here. This is after the show. You can see him. Look at his head. Bow. So he was already knocked out. He was already knocked out, right? He just starts welling on him. Just starts going crazy on him. And they said he broke all of the teeth in his mouth, right? He broke all the teeth in his mouth. They were literally so far down his throat, he was choking on his teeth. What's this wrestler's name? Stuart Smith. He broke every piece of tooth in his mouth that he was choking on them. And so, of course, wrestlers do come in and pull him off. And it went on for like a good solid 10 seconds before he gets involved, right? And then other wrestlers have to pull him off. And it's taking multiple wrestlers to pull him off too, because he's gone. So, and then look, he's trying to fight the wrestler. See, now he's trying to fight him. And so everyone's like, hey, bro, you gotta chill. You gotta chill, my man. So I think after some point, they get him to calm down. I think around, yeah, so like it's taking multiple people to like pin him up against the turnbuckle. So to me, anyone saying that this is a work after watching that clip, I don't know what to tell you, because that doesn't look like a work to me. It doesn't look like a work to me. If it comes out that was a work, I would have to ask, what was the point of it? Like, let's talk about that for a minute. You honestly think if you were gonna work us, do you honestly think that was gonna get you the right kind of attention? Right? No, like, that's not something you work. You don't do stuff like this so people can, oh my God, I want to see what happens next. No, like, what does this do if it is a work? Nothing. You know, I don't think this was a work. It's not a work, especially if you watch the videos. So, getting back to what just happened here. If Raj had went off on, what's his name again? Stewart Smith. If he had went off on Stewart Smith right when he banged him upside the head with that again, a beer can, some kind of a beverage. When he banged him upside the head with the beer can, if Raj would have just whooped his ass right there, I would be on Raj's side. I'd be like, well, dude, you shouldn't be just doing that kind of stuff to people without their consent. But what ended up happening now is that the incident happened, the wrestler apologized. Yes, he was in the wrong for doing it. He acknowledged it. He took responsibility. He apologized. That should have been the end of it. Now, when they planned to do the attack at the end of the show, once again, to get clicks and to get some kind of notoriety for their show, the whole point was for him to get receipts, but they assumed that he was going to maybe rough him up just a little bit with the slam, the power slam / spine buster, right? Oh, he didn't just rough him up. He knocked him out. The spine buster knocked him out because he hit the back of his head. So, to me, anything after that apology, I can't defend Raj. And I won't defend Raja. Rampage Jackson, his own father, went out on Twitter and said that was wrong. He called out his own son and said that was wrong. He should not have done that. But regardless, when you see that assault, you have to understand something, man. Look, there's a reason why these wrestlers go the extra mile. You know, they train constantly. They're on the road 24/7. They're in the gym 24/7 because people can literally die inside the ring. Every time you see a wrestler, female, male, tag team, whatever, get inside that ring, they are literally putting their life on the line. Every single time. Now, when they come out unscathed, which is literally never, they always come out with some kind of aching pain because that ring hurts. But when they come out alive, we should literally give them all kinds of grace. We should be happy that they were able to make it through the match, especially if it was a hardcore match or any kind of a match where they're cutting themselves, Darby Allin, Jon Moxley style, Jesus Christ. So when someone like Raja gets inside that ring and completely neglects all of that, slams him down the mat, knocking him out, and then proceeds to break every teeth in his mouth, real punches, by the way, and who knows what kind of damage he did to his face, because he was out. The wrestler, you can tell, the moment he slammed him down, he was just going to town. The wrestler, usually if you're awake, you're getting punched like that, you cover up, right? Well, he was out, so he couldn't cover up. And Raj was just going crazy like a madman. The wrestlers, and when the wrestlers pulled him off, he tried to fight the wrestlers. It's like, my man, I understand that what happened to you earlier was disrespectful. This is taking it too far. To me, the moment the wrestler apologized, Raja should have just let it go. He didn't let it go. He held on to it, and what we saw was assault. It was assault. If he had attacked him after the wrestler hit him upside the head with the beer can, I'd be on Raja's side. Here, you came and claimed plausible deniability. You can't claim self-defense because you waited. This was an assault, and I'm going to be real with you. I'm very shocked that Raja is not in jail. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn if you are the son of a celebrity. You should be in jail for something like this. He should be behind bars. No excuses. That was absolutely wrong. That was insane. And the fact that people can watch this and still say it's a work. Look, guys, I'm sorry. Not everything is a work. Okay? Not everything is a work just because it's involving wrestling. I can promise you, looking at this multiple times, it's not work. And by the way, all of this can be found on Twitter or wherever you find him on social media. I think he has multiple streaming platforms. I think he's on Kick, right? Well, I found all these clips on Twitter. If you go on his Kick channel, he live streamed everything. All of it. He live streamed the attack. He live streamed what I just showed you with him getting hit in the head with the beer can or whatever beverage that was. It's all online, y'all. Like, all of this, you can literally go search it. I have a very, very strong feeling that Mr. Jackson, not the good one, not the one that's nasty, but Mr. Jackson is going to be facing some criminal charges very soon. And he should. There was no excuse for what he did. He should have handled his business when he got hit in the head with the beer can. Not when Stewart is literally putting his life in your hands. Because these wrestlers trust you. They give their bodies up because, you know, they put their lives in your hands because they want to entertain the fans. When you violate that trust over whatever personal shit, you lose my respect, but also go to jail. Just go to jail. Anyone defending Roger Jackson, and I love Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam, I already know he's going to come out and defend Roger. He already said he is. And I know what Rob Van Dam is going to say. Rob Van Dam is going to say, well, Stewart shouldn't have put his hands on him to begin with. Okay. Well, Mr. Pick a Hand, Rob Van Dam was Mr. Pick a Hand, right? Anytime you insulted or missed a spot, disrespected, crossed Rob Van Dam, pick a hand, pow, he would slap you with it. So I can understand why he would be on Raja's side. Me? No. I don't play this shit. This man should be in jail for attempted murder. Period. End of story. I'm not here to play these games. I don't care who's his father. He tried to kill a man. How he handled this situation was absolutely wrong. I do not care. I will die on this hill. He should be in jail. Period. When he hit your head over the when he hit you over the head with that beer can, that was the time to get your lick in. And I would have defended Raja all the way until the end of time, if that's how it would have went down. This was predetermined attempted murder. Go to jail. You're dangerous. I don't want someone like that on the streets. So give me your thoughts about that. I am very curious. Like, does anyone really think that Raja was in the right here? I'm curious. Does anyone believe that Stewart Smith deserved everything he got? Because I think it was wrong. And I think we can all agree it was wrong. All right, let's get to Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was live in Birmingham. Of course, that's in England. not the one here in the United States. Like I said, this Sunday is Clash in Paris, so a lot of this was just building to the event this Sunday, which is going to be held earlier on in the day, by the way. So we have Roman Reigns opening up the show. Crowd loves him, serenading him. Just a beautiful thing to see. I love it when the crowds shower the wrestlers with this amount of love. It just reaffirms how over they are. Roman Reigns there's a reason why he's on my top 10 greatest of all time list when it comes to WWE wrestlers. He is a once-in-a-generation talent. And I'm so happy they turned him heel in 2020. Because I don't think he would be getting this love if they didn't. So, he comes out, of course, talks about how he's no longer the tribal chief and how he hates Seth Rollins and what he's done. He's interrupted by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman gets he gets booed and disrespected himself. And then he brings out Bronson Reed and his Shula Fala, which is hilarious. And then they talk about how Bronson Reed is a different kind of Samoan from a different tribe. And as they're talking, I'm thinking, you know what? This is interesting. Like, we can explore this. Instead of doing whatever the hell is going on with the Shula Fala, which is funny, but at the same time, it's stupid as fuck. But it's hilariously stupid as fuck. But, yeah, they're going to fight this Sunday. Bronson Reed, Roman Reigns. I would love it if Bronson Reed won. He's not going to, but Jesus Christ. I would love it if Bronson Reed got a clean victory over Roman Reigns. Please. If he did that, he would have to go for the world title, but still. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker need a big win. Some kind of a big win. So there's that. I think after this, they did the Dragon Lee and JD McDonough match. I think so. Yeah, they did that. JD McDonough is low-key one of the best performers in WWE. From an in-ring standpoint, this man is phenomenal. The way he's able to work inside the ring, 90% of the wrestlers wish they can do half the things he can do. Dragon Lee, I don't know about you, but he is boring me. I don't know what it was that made him so... How do I put this? He was a lot better outside of WWE, because when he was working in New Japan Pro Wrestling, the way he was working made him stand out so well. But ever since he came to WWE, NXT to be specific, he's toned down his style, and he just feels like another wrestler. And the type of luchador that he is, he doesn't stand out because there are better luchadors. Rey Fenix, Penta. So the moment they brought in Rey Fenix and Penta, I'm sorry, Dragon Lee just stopped. He stopped being relevant. He's just another masked wrestler. But he ended up winning with his own version of the Hidden Blade and then the Destino. Forgot what it's called. So he beat JD McDonough. And I was just like, man, JD over here out wrestling all these people and he can't win a match. But I get it. He's a team player. AJ Styles came in, attacked Dominic Mysterio. We're still doing that. Sure. At some point, I want us to move on from AJ and Dominic. We know AJ's not going to win the IC title. He ain't the one. Kofi Kingston pinned Penta. And apparently Xavier Woods is working with a neck injury. Is that staged? Is that staged? Because they're saying that he actually has neck issues. But I don't know. I'm thinking he's pulling a Big E here. Right? I think he's just making fun of Big E. That's what I thought. It just feels like he's making fun of Big E with this neck injury, which is cool. But yeah, Kofi ends up beating Penta because of the numbers game. All right. This is when we do the Rhea Ripley and Io Sky segment where Io Sky says, Rhea, I'm sorry, but we can't be together. I mean, we can't be friends. And Rhea's like, I understand, Io. I will give you your space. And then for some reason, Io's like, oh my God, you understand me so much. Thank you for being okay with me telling you to leave me the fuck alone. Come here, you. And then they hug. And then Asuka's in the back. What the fuck? This bitch cheat. This cheating bitch. Why are you cheating? You know what I mean? She's like, you're cheating on me. And I'm like, where is this going? No, like, I'm intrigued. I like it. But where is it going? Like, what? I'm trying to understand the crux of the story here. Why is Asuka getting upset that Io Sky doesn't want her help? Okay, like, I just want, I want more meat on the bone. I just want more meat on the bone. I'm intrigued, because I love Asuka as a heel. You will never hear me complain about Asuka being a heel. Never. But there is a side of me that's like, why though? But why? Especially since she just came back. Asuka just came back, by the way. I want a reason behind why she's going heel. Because I would think fans at this point would not want to boo her. That's just how I feel about it. That's just me. Anyways, I think after this, we see Stephanie Bakara talking to Adam Pearce. And he straight up tells her, you're not going to have your match at Clash in Paris. But you're still the number one contender. You're still the number one contender. And you will have your shot at the Women's World title. It'll be in a different date. Again, I'm assuming it's going to be a WrestlePalooza. The first PLE on ESPN. And she'll probably fight Rhea Ripley. To which I'll probably be upset because that means Rhea's winning. Because I would love for Stephanie to actually win. But whatever. We'll see. I'm not happy that she's not going to have her match on Sunday, but at least she's getting it in the future. Oh, Lord. Becky Lynch in a promo with Nikki Bella. Why? Who wants this? Who begged for this match? Anyways, Becky comes out. She's a heel. Oh, I got my training in Birmingham. When I first started wrestling 15 years ago, it was a dump then, it's a dump now. Boo! Yeah, she did that on on Friday. You know, warm up to them and then flipping on them. Hilarious. Nikki comes in and how long is she here for? No, for real, like, how long is Nikki Bella gonna be in WWE? I understand that people like her. I have to wonder, like, what purpose does she serve? Because we know she's not going to beat Becky on Sunday. She shouldn't. But even after that, like, what is she going to be here to do? We have these wrestlers coming out, and we have people saying, I paved the way for you. Shut the fuck up, Nikki. Like seriously, shut the fuck up. I don't like this idea that we have to show these girls respect. Why? Respect is earned. If people don't respect you, that might be for a reason. And so when she comes out and she makes these, oh, I paved the way for you. No, you were just here before everyone else. You were the senior class. All right? You were just their senior. That's not you paving a way. That's you coming in to work for them. Oh, well, she created her own fan base. I saw the wrestling. Congratulations. Did they stay or did they leave with you when you left? They left with you. So, no, I'm not doing this bullshit where we have to show respect to them. No, you have to earn it. And currently, I'm watching Nikki Bella segments, and I'm like, this woman is not meeting the standard. Her promos are terrible. Becky's doing her best to get heat. And as the promo keeps going on, fans are actually getting more behind Becky and turning on Nikki. And that's the problem. The problem is they have to work overtime to make Nikki look good. If Nikki is the veteran, she should be trying to make Becky look good. I am sick and tired of this roster bending over for people like the Bella Twins. If you can't meet the fucking standard, there's the fucking door. Get on the level or get the fuck out. This segment sucked. And I can't wait for Becky to beat Nikki. Moving on. That's my thoughts. CM Punk's interview backstage. He's talking about, did he intend to push LA Knight through a table? Was it an accident? They're going to be fighting on Sunday. Who cares? Sheamus and Rusev had promos talking about their good old no disqualification match. That's not called a no disqualification match. Whatever. Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez. Really good match. Rhea Ripley, one of the best performers, might be the best performer outside of Io Sky. Who knows? But Roxanne Perez, people don't understand the kind of work she's doing, and you won't until much, much later. She is showing how much of a team player she is. She hasn't won a match in a minute, and she's okay with that. The fact that she can remain relevant and lose as much as she is shows you how much of a team player. I hate the fact that she's in the Judgment Day. This thing is stale as fuck, but Roxanne is a great performer. And I think over time, you're going to appreciate her for the great performer she is. Especially when Liv comes back. And we begin the Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, Roxanne Perez love triangle. They're holding off on that on purpose until Liv can come back. But it's going to happen. You know Dom and Roxanne going to get together eventually. And I can't wait for it. But Rhea does beat Roxanne, as she should, because it's Rhea Ripley. After the match, Raquel Rodriguez comes in and attacks Io Sky, who told Rhea Ripley, I can't be with you, I can't be near you. Comes out to make the save, and it's like, you just literally told Rhea to give you space. Okay? And so they go backstage, and Rhea's like, you didn't need to do that. And then Io's like, I just returned the favor. And so now I'm like, what is this? What are we doing? And then, of course, Asuka comes in, and she's pissed. She's like, bitch, you just told her to leave you alone. Why would you go out there and help her? And then Asuka's upset, and they're speaking in Japanese, and then she's like, and even Kyrie's just like, yo, can y'all chill? But then Io talks to Kyrie, and she's like, do you believe me? And Kyrie's like, I'm sorry. And then she goes with Asuka. And I'm like, I need more details. What's the story here? I like the drama, but why, though? Why? Anyways, AJ Styles, Finn Balor. Good match. I feel like they're both at that age now where you're not going to get the match of the year quality match that they would have given you 10 years ago. Like, imagine AJ Styles 10 years ago taking on Finn Balor 10 years. Oh, my goodness. Match of your candidate all day, every day. They're both in their 40s now, so it's not going to be as good. Just saying. My favorite segment of the entire night, Bayley. So Bayley had another one of those dual personality segments, right? And you see Bayley sitting in a chair, and this time it's Hugger Bayley talking in her head, and you see her smiling, and it's just little things like that. When the evil role model gimmick was talking, she gets upset, she gets sad, and she gets depressed, right? But when it's the Hugger Bayley, she's smiling, her whole demeanor changes, and little things like that, that's something that's going to make this gimmick work. I love that. So she's talking, by she, I mean Bayley, the Hugger, is talking in her head. And then all of a sudden, evil Bayley starts talking. And now they're arguing with each other. And then you can see it fucking with Bayley, the real one. And then she just goes, stop! And I'm watching the acting chops on display, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. Like, we have to understand the acting that goes into this. Like, she's going to be showing her range as a performer. Because if she's going to be playing, I'm assuming 3 personalities. There's regular Bayley, there's evil role model Bayley, and then there's Hugger Bayley. Those are 3 distinct personalities. If she's going to be switching between all 3 of those, yo, this could literally be the best thing going for WWE. Like, the best thing in the women's division. If not Raw, period. But it's all about the execution. If they nail it, I don't know how you would do it. Like, maybe have Bayley wrestle as Hugger Bayley one week, and then regular Bayley the next week, and then evil Bayley. Or maybe she switches between each personality during the match. Maybe even a combination of all of that. It's all about the execution. If they nail this, oh, it's going to be so good. Bayley is going to feed families. I am super excited for this. I really am. And then you see Lyra's cringy ass. Check in on Bayley. Check in on her. I'm a little worried about her. Shut your ass up. You and Nikki Bella need to shut the hell up. because you about to get your ass whooped by Bayley. And if they think fans are going to cheer on Lyra over Bayley, not going to happen. Not going to happen. AJ Styles is taking on Dominic Mysterio next week. Dom called Adam Pearce, Charles Xavier. That was great. And then the main event was Braun Breaker taking on L.A. Knight. Yeah. The match was alright. I kind of figured that it was going to end in some shenanigans. Seth Rollins comes out, distracts LA Knight. Braun Breaker spins him. Pins on 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, what do you think happened after that? Alright, here comes Bronson Reed. Here comes Seth Rollins. They start attacking them. Jey Uso hits the ring. CM Punk hits the ring to make the save. And I'm thinking, we see this every single week. Can we do something different? But wait. Now CM Punk and LA Knight have heat because CM Punk steps over LA Knight to help up Jey Uso. And then LA Knight sees this. He gets pissed off. He pushes CM Punk. CM Punk and him scuffle. They accidentally run into Jey Uso. Jey Uso super kicks LA Knight. And then super kicks CM Punk. He stands tall, yeeting. And yeah, that was the show. That was the show. So, again, like, was the wrestling good? Yes. Raw needs a revamp. It needs a complete revamp of characters, of storylines, because everything just feels dry and stale. That's it. Like, just take the chessboard, toss it off, and start a new game. Like, reset everything. New stables, new faces, new alignments, whatever, new main event players. It just needs a fresh coat of paint, because right now, ain't nothing on fire. Nothing's lighting the world on fire. It's dry. And clearly there's some creative burnout with Triple H and the other creative team. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Give me your thoughts about Rampage, Jackson's son. Give me your thoughts about Raw. I don't have time to hang out. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut the hangout off of this live stream. I do have to attend a meeting, like literally in about 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and end things here. Thank you all so much for being here for this lovely live stream. As you follow out, do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Love you all so much, and please know that I appreciate you, and I hope you appreciate me being a part of your day. So, I love you all, and I will surely catch you guys next time, right here in Alyx's world. A place that was, is, and forever, forever, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace out. When you're... when you're